Day 84 of my body transformation. Dinner today was my go-to classic. Blended chicken poured over roasted broccoli. Now I know, every time I post this, people flood the comments like, why are you blending your food? Bro, just eat normal chicken. So let me explain. Blending my chicken actually lets me add things that are essential to my weight loss journey. I drop electrolyte salts in and collagen, two things that help me with hydration, energy, and hopefully even lose skin as the fat drops off. I also mix in gravy and seasoning for taste. Sometimes turmeric too, which gives it that golden yellow color. But more importantly, it's a strong antioxidant. That was my post-workout meal, but before that, I hit the gym late again tonight. Same route, same temptations. Another walk past the 24-hour fast food spots, but this time it didn't even faze me. I think it's because I'm starting to actually look forward to the weekly weigh-ins now, and I don't want to sabotage my process just for a quick craving fix. In the gym, I warmed up with some cycling and then focused on back and bicep workouts. I even threw in some deadlifts, 175 pounds for 8 reps. Not my strongest lift, but considering how early I am into the transformation process, I'll take it. What used to feel like torture is actually starting to feel like fun now, and once the switch flips in your head, you stop needing motivation and just start to develop a routine. That's when you start building momentum, and that's where I think I'm at right now. Locked in, moving forward, and just enjoying the process. Day 85 of my body transformation.
Let's go!
Just 85 days ago, I was 536 pounds. I could barely walk without searing back pain. I avoided mirrors, avoided people. The only real interaction I had most days was with the person delivering my takeout. Then I made a decision. Not a loud one, not a new year, new me post, just a quiet promise to myself.
Come on guys, let's go!
Let's try again, but this time for real. Now 85 days later, I've lost over 65 pounds. I'm stronger, faster, more mobile. I've gone from shutting to showing up. And today we hit 100,000 followers on Instagram in just 2 months.
100k! Let's go!
That number is insane to me, not because of the number itself, but because of what it represents. It means people care, it means my story is reaching others, and maybe even helping them. Every comment, every DM, every "you've inspired me" message, I see it, I feel it, and it keeps me going on the days where I want to quit. This journey is far from over. There's still a lot of work to do, but for the first time in a very long time, I feel like I'm not doing it alone. So thank you to every single person who's joined this ride so far. We're just getting started, but we're going to make it. Let's keep pushing and let's get right.
Seriously, thank you so much for 100k in 2 months. This is crazy. This is crazy. Thank you, everyone.
Day 86 of my body transformation. Today's meal was simple but satisfying. I hit up a local market and grabbed 600 grams of grass-fed ground beef and a dozen eggs straight from the butcher. No fancy recipe. I just rolled the beef into balls, flattened them and put them in a pan. No oil, no fuss. Just let it cook in its own fat and juices. After that, I cracked some eggs into the same pan and let them steam fry their way to perfection. Honestly, I didn't know how it would turn out trying to avoid oil altogether, but it kinda slapped. High protein, nutrient dense, and I still kept the whole meal to around 1500 calories. Earlier that day, I hit the gym again. It was midday, so the weight room was kinda busy. I didn't feel like fighting for space, so I just locked in on some cardio instead. Started off with the bike and rotated around between this and the treadmill. Worked up quite a heavy sweat as well, as usual. But what stood out today was my energy, my endurance. I raised the intensity level on each machine higher than usual, and it didn't exhaust me. That's a non-scale victory for sure. And when I caught myself in the mirror on the way out, I swear I saw it. Some physical changes. It's definitely happening. Slow, steady, but for real. Today wasn't dramatic, no big event, no crazy breakthrough, but it was still another good day. Day 87 of my body transformation. Today's meal was something a little different. I picked up a pack of shirataki noodles, only 30 calories per serving and super low in carbs. Even though my usual gourmet blended chicken has served me well, it's still nice to experiment with other options that curb cravings without messing up my goals. I cooked the noodles in a pan with just water, then topped them off with air fried chicken breast, seasoning and a little bit of gravy to finish it off. Simple but surprisingly satisfying, especially if you've been craving something like ramen. I got them from Amazon and honestly I'm kinda shocked that they're not more mainstream considering how low calorie they are. Later in the day I went for a walk, nothing too intense, just about 45 minutes walking through the city. A bit of active recovery since I was still sore from the last 2 workouts. But what stuck with me on that walk was the constant temptation. Every corner I turned there's fast food signs, ads, smells, all trying to pull me off track. And when I popped into a local supermarket, it was actually surprisingly hard to find proper whole foods. It's like everything around me was designed to make clean eating feel inconvenient. But that's alright, I'll just need to get more creative and find workarounds, then keep pushing forward, because every time I say no to what I used to want, I'm actually saying yes to the life that I actually want. And that's a trade I'll take every time. Day 88 of my body transformation. My blended chicken smoothie days might finally be coming to an end. Today's meal, 500 grams of teriyaki shrimp over a bed of spinach, plus 3 scoops of whey protein, roughly 1,100 calories and 210 grams of protein. Easily the most sophisticated meal I've had this entire journey, considering I've mostly kept it simple. But how this came about is what made it really special. A member of the Get Right gang named Neil reached out to me. He told me he wanted to support my weight loss journey, specifically with meal prep and nutrition. Said he had a connect at a local fish shop too and could hook me up with premium quality fish at no cost. Obviously, I wasn't going to turn that down. A few days later, we met up and went to the Fish Key shop in Sunderland. Spotless place, super clean, loads of fresh fish, even live crabs and lobsters. Neil dared me to pick up one of the crabs, but I'm a city boy, and to be honest, it looked kind of like a sea tarantula to me, so I wussed out. The Fish Key shop gave me over 6 pounds of fish, salmon, shrimp, and offered to keep supplying me regularly. No charge, just pure support. Neil even gave me a homemade teriyaki sauce, and I used that for the shrimp later that day. And let me tell you, it slapped. Much earlier that day at around 1 AM, I hit the gym again, but this time it was leg and shoulder day. Honestly, I wasn't looking forward to it, but I'm not about to skip leg days on this journey. As soon as I walked in the gym tonight though, another member of the Get Right gang, Cuba, recognized me. He said, "Hey, are you that TikTok influencer?" I low-key cringed, to be honest. I'm like, when did that happen? When did I become a TikTok influencer? I'm just Jamal. But I guess at some point in the last 88 days, I become one. And yeah, still adjusting to that. We chatted for a bit, then I warmed up on a bike and rotated through leg and shoulder machines. My squat form still needs work, so I didn't push too hard there, but somehow, even though it was my first leg day back in over a year, I could already leg press the entire stack for 12 reps. A good problem to have, I guess, but hopefully my squat form gets better soon because this doesn't give me much room for growth. All in all though, it was a crazy productive day. Big shout out to Neil from Sharp and Fillet Listen and to the Fish Key shop in Sunderland for their insane support. This journey is about so much more than weight loss now. It's about community and proving what's possible when we all get behind one goal: to get right. Get right gang, welcome to week 13 of my live weigh-in series. Last week I was 470.4 pounds. Let's find out what I weigh this week.
468.2 pounds.
468.2, a 2.2 pound loss, which is exactly a kilo. Let's do it again.
468.4 pounds.
Second time, 468.4. I'm gonna take the first one because I like the number, it's exactly a kilo. So week 13, and the new number is 468.2 pounds. Into the 460s. Pretty much just tiptoed my way into the 460s. Not a drastic number this week. Can't always have giant drops, but you guys know my saying, slow motion is better than no motion. So today is not a big drop, but it is a drop nonetheless. Still making progress, so I'm gonna take that every single time. Let's keep pushing, folks. Let's try to get to those 450s very, very soon. Now that we're in the 460s, we're not stopping there. Definitely not going back the other way. So let's keep pushing, guys. After 13 weeks, I've now lost a total of 67.8 pounds. That's a weekly average of 5.2 pounds lost every single week. Yeah, things are starting to come together really well. I'm starting to see my body shape starting to get more defined in a good way. I think the before and after is at this point starting to look quite drastic. So definitely can't complain. It was a good week. Only lost 2 pounds this week, but things are really going well. Also earlier this week, I decided to see how many push-ups I can do. I was around 472 pounds at the time. So it was interesting to see how many I could push at 470 pounds and just about squeezed 11, 12, and one more. 13 reps at 470 pounds. Not too bad. Let's keep pushing. So, just here with the boy Neil.
So guys.
And Neil, there's been a bit of controversy.
Oh dear. Oh no.
I would even go as far as to say
Jeez.
It's been an international disaster.
Ah, no, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, bro.
And for those who don't know what I'm talking about, I even got some quotes. So I've been getting.
I felt
Don't ruin the setup.
Okay.
I've been getting crazy DMs the last few days. Crazy.
Yeah.
It's been an international disaster.
Oh my goodness.
It's been chaos.
I'm so sorry.
So here's some of the quotes from Instagram. The rice and peas is criminal.
Oh man.
This person says. Another person says, not the garden peas with the rice.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Jerk chicken, rice and peas.
And there's more. And there's more. In fact, it's been so bad, I'm even getting voice messages.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not gonna lie, I was really happy to see, the support, and I think the marinade was on point. The ginger, I didn't see the scallions, but I was really impressed. I was really impressed. And then right at the very end, I just need to know, is it a joke before I start scrolling in his page? I need to know.
Oh no. Guys, I'm learning. I'm not a chef. I'm just a guy in his kitchen making food for his family, and I heard rice and peas, and I'm sorry.
Have you learnt your lesson?
I have learnt my lesson. There have been some very, very nice people that have sent me messages with recipes and things, so I will remake the video. I will redo the chicken and the rice and peas properly. I've just got to find the time to carve it out, but I will rectify the situation. I am so sorry. I don't mean to offend anyone. Oh my God, I feel so bad.
There you go, guys. Now he knows. You can stop DMing me. All right, let's do it. Good man.
Day 92 of my body transformation. Today's meal, jerk seasoned salmon over a bed of peas. It sounds fancy, and it kinda was. The sauce was handcrafted by Neil from Sharp and Fillet Listen, who I met up with earlier. He handed me a bunch of homemade sauces, jerk, peri-peri, all made specifically to help me with meal prep and nutrition. That kind of support still blows my mind. I cooked the salmon in the oven for around 15 minutes, added the jerk sauce right on top, and steamed the peas on a steamer tray in a rice cooker. Simple, fast, but man, it tasted fire. Like proper restaurant level flavor if you ask me. Earlier that night, or technically earlier that morning, I hit the gym again at around 3 AM. The place was mostly empty as you'd expect, so I warmed up on a bike, but today I focused on chest and tricep exercises, and I was hoping to beat last week's bench press, which was 7 reps at 265 pounds, but I only managed to do the same amount this time. No shame, no, just gotta keep attacking, and I'm very curious to see how my body transforms as I drop weight, but keep pushing strength training at the same time. It's already changing, to be honest. I can feel it, and I'm very excited to see how this all plays out in the end. Day 93 of my body transformation. Today was a bit different. I had my first ever in-person interview today. It was with a news outlet, the Sunderland Echo. I met up with reporter James Copley. He usually covers football, so for him to take time out of his schedule to talk to me, that did mean a lot. He asked me about the highs, the lows, and everything in between. I share so much of my life online already, but sitting face to face being asked deep questions about my past and struggles, it definitely hit different. There were moments I had to pause and really think, like, why did I start this? And more importantly, how far have I really come? Sometimes I get so caught up in the day-to-day grind, I forget that 93 days ago, I was 536 pounds, barely going out in public, and pretty much just being invisible. Now, people want to know my story. That still blows my mind. Later that night, I had dinner, peri-peri fish and shirataki fettuccine noodles. I know I get roasted for my food sometimes, but these shirataki noodles, they're a game changer, especially if you're someone like me who used to binge carbs heavily. Tonight was one of those milestone moments, and it's not just because of the interview, but because I realized I'm not just trying anymore, I'm actually doing this, and the world is starting to notice. Get right, gang, it's week 14 of my live weigh-in series on YouTube. Last week I was 468.2 pounds. Let's see what I weigh this week.
461.4 pounds.
Let's go! Woo! That's a hell of a drop. Let's do it again.
461.6 pounds.
Okay, let's just take it in the middle and call it 461.5. Dang, that's a big drop. That is a 6.7 pound drop since last week for week 14, and this week's weight is 461.5 pounds. Jeez, that's a lot. That being said, I did drop only 2.2 last week, so I guess it does make sense for it to kind of balance itself and for this week to be a little bit bigger of a drop. That's almost a pound a day. Whoa, and I didn't even work that hard, if I'm honest. I went to the gym like 3 times, but my diet was on point. This is the main thing, guys. They say it all the time. You can't out-train a bad diet, because I didn't train all that hard, but my diet was very disciplined. Hey man, we're very close to those 450s. Ain't nothing left to do it but to do it. Let's keep pushing, guys. On to next week. And now after 14 weeks, I'm down to 461.5 pounds, a total loss of 74.5 pounds in 14 weeks, and I lost 6.7 pounds in the last 7 days. So yeah, things are going really well. I think I'm looking drastically different, especially from the side view. So all that's left to do is keep moving forward and get down to the 450s very, very soon. Thanks for the support.
Alright guys, so it's day 97 of my body transformation, and I'm gonna do this video a little bit different today. I'll be honest with you, I haven't uploaded much in the last week or so. Maybe you've noticed there hasn't been a whole lot of new content in terms of the uploads, and I'm sorry about that. But the reason why is I've been really struggling with cravings for like the last week or so, maybe a bit more than a week. Now, I say I've been struggling with cravings, but don't get it twisted. I haven't been having cheat meals at all. And that is pretty much what the problem is, I feel. I think my body is so used to succumbing by this point and giving in and enjoying those foods that I used to have, the Chinese foods, the chips, the Doritos and dips, all of those things. And it's been really hard, like the last 10 days. It's weird because there's some days and some periods of time where it's not difficult at all. I don't even notice the cravings or anything. But then there's some times, which have been like the last week, where it gets really hard. So I haven't been making content, and the reason why is because I've been really focusing on trying to keep my stress down and doing anything I can to make sure that I don't give in to those the food noise, as they say. I don't want to give in to the food noise. So if that meant that I have to take a step back and simplify the things that I do in a day to day, you know, instead of filming and recording and planning videos, just keep my stress as straightforward as possible. If that's what it takes for me to not give in to those cravings, because the worst thing I can do is give in to those cravings, and so I really don't want to do that. So that's kind of why I haven't been recording. I hope that makes sense. That's why I haven't made a video in a while. But as I said, and if you've been watching my stories, you know this, I've still been going to the gym consistently, and I'm actually really enjoying the gym at this point. I've always enjoyed the gym, and the only problem with weight loss for me was the cravings, was giving in and having cheat meals. But now I'm getting better at avoiding them. It's just that the last week or so has been really tough. And so I've just been trying to simplify my life as much as possible and really make sure I don't give in to those food noises. So I hope that makes sense, and I appreciate everybody's support. I'll try to get back to the usual content in the next day or so. But yeah, I'm still working hard. I'm still staying locked in. Just haven't been making content as consistently. But I hope to be able to bring that back to you guys soon. So thanks for the support, everyone. Love you all, and let's get right. Talk to you soon.
Day 98 of my body transformation. This week has been one of the hardest in a while. The cravings have been relentless, the kind of food noise that doesn't just whisper but it shouts. I've still been training, still showing up to the gym, but I haven't filmed much. Part of me has felt like even turning on the camera would take too much out of me, like I only had enough energy to fight one battle at a time, and right now, that battle's in my head. Tonight, I went to the gym again anyway. It was 3 a.m, cold air, empty streets, and right before I got to the gym, I saw it right in front of me. A new McDonald's billboard, huge, bright, showing off all their new menu items, right above the 24-hour sign, like it was placed there just to test me. And it worked. I stood there for a while, thinking how easy it would be. I'd just gotten paid too. No one was around. I could have gone through that drive-thru and no one would ever know, but I would know. So I kept moving forward, straight past that sign and into the gym. 98 days in, and truthfully, this has not got any easier. The cravings are still there, the pain's still there, but so is the discipline. And that's what's carrying me through. Every step past temptation is another reminder. I'm not the same person anymore. I am getting right. Day 99 of my body transformation. This week really was rough. I thought by day 99 it'd be smooth sailing by now, that the cravings would be gone, that I'd just be on autopilot by now, but the truth is, it still just feels like day one sometimes. The only difference now is I've actually been here before and I know how to fight it. Today I got a little help though. Neil from Sharp and Fillet Listen took me down to the fish key shop in Sunderland again. The owners there are some of the most generous people I've met. They show me around the shop, let me lift up a crab, check out their lobsters, which look like aliens to me, and even took me to the back so I could see how the fish are actually caught every single day. Before I left, they gave me 3 big bags full of fish and shrimp to help me stay on track. Having people around to help me in these situations makes all the difference. Later that night, I hit the gym again. Back and biceps today, high pace, minimal rest in between sets, and a bit of cardio to finish it off. And as I pushed through those final reps, it really did hit me. I'm standing here almost 100 days in. No more yo-yoing weight up and down, still showing up, still pushing, and still hungry to get to the end. And that's definitely something to be proud of. Day 100 of my body transformation. 100 days ago, I was 536 pounds. I suffered through years of pain, cravings, doubt, and days I didn't even want to look in the mirror. 3 months later, and I've seen my body change, sure, but more than that, I've seen me change. The person who started this couldn't even walk for more than 5 minutes without searing back pain. Now I move with purpose. I think clearer and fight harder, and I believe in myself once again. Tonight, day 100, I wanted to mark the milestone with something special. It was raining, the wind was crazy, and my umbrella didn't even survive the walk. But that didn't matter. I pushed through the storm and made it to the gym anyway. Inside, I met another supporter from Instagram, Hadi, and then it was time to work. For day 100, I decided to test my 1 rep max on the bench press. First lift, 310 pounds, and it went up easier than I expected. So I pushed further, 350 pounds this time. First attempt did not work, but the second I fought through, but I still just managed to re-rack it. But it's a start and a marker of where I'm at right now. Maybe I'll test my 1 rep max every 50 days, because these first 100 days have already changed my life, and I'm not slowing down anytime soon. So to everyone who's followed my journey, or even silently watched from afar, thank you so much. There's still a long road ahead, don't get me wrong, but I'm not scared of it anymore. If anything, I'm excited, because every day I'm getting closer to the person I was meant to be. And after 100 days, I'm still getting right. Alright guys, welcome to week 15 of my live weigh-in series on YouTube. Last week I was 461.5 pounds. Let's find out what I weigh this week.
456.8 pounds.
Like that. Let's go. Let's do it again.
456.8 pounds.
This week's weight for week 15 is 456.8 pounds. That's a 4.7 pound drop since last week, and we are now into those 450s, almost halfway through the 400s already. Yeah, it was a really good week this week. I went to the gym 5 times this week, but I trained every day and my diet was solid, so I'm not too surprised. It's another good week. What is there left to do, guys, but to keep pushing forward? We're gonna look to those 440s next. Let's keep pushing, guys, and let's get right. We got this. Yeah. After 15 weeks, I've now lost 79.2 pounds in total, and I'm down to 456 pounds. That's a weekly average of 5.2 pounds each week. And yeah, this week went really well. I trained every single day this week. I ate clean every single day with not even a cheat scrap, let alone cheat meal. And as you can see, the results are there as proof. Things are coming along well. I'm looking much leaner and stronger, and I'm happy with the way things are going. So let's keep moving forward, guys. Also, I did do my waist measurements again this week. Here's just some footage from day 76. My waist at this time was 62 inches. So I did it again today. And as you can see, I'm looking a lot leaner. And once I took the tape measure off, I checked the number, and my waist is 59 inches. So I lost 3 inches in a couple of weeks. So I did a little uncle shuffle just to celebrate the small non-skill victory. Let's keep pushing. Day 103 of my body transformation. This morning I had a full-on argument with my bed because it was leg day early in the morning and cold as hell. Everything in me was like, nope, not today. I was tired and my legs still felt heavy from the week. The cold just made everything worse. But then a different thought hit me. I don't need to be perfect, but I do need to be consistent. So I stopped thinking, rolled out of bed and started walking before my brain could convince me otherwise. At the gym, it was mostly just me and the machines, leg press, curls, and that early morning silence. I also did shoulder workouts too, like military presses. Finished off with some cycling until my legs had enough. Not fast and not explosive, just consistent. And somewhere in the middle of all that, the tiredness and the excuses were gone. All that was left was effort and work, and by the end of it, I was glad that I went. Funny thing is, the hardest part wasn't the leg day, it was just getting out of bed. It seems that sometimes just showing up is the real workout, and today was another successful day.
Welcome to week 16 of my live weighing series on YouTube. Last week I was 456.8 pounds. Let's find out what I weighed this week.
453.0 pounds.
Okay, let's do it again.
453.4 pounds.
I'm gonna do it one more time.
453.8 pounds.
Now it's 0.8. It's all over the place today, guys. So I'm just gonna take the one in the middle. The weight for this week, 453.4 pounds. So a 3.4 pound drop this week. I just took the number in the middle of all three weigh-ins. 3.4 pounds drop this week. Not the biggest drop, but also not terrible. I'll be honest, guys, I did have a cheat meal this week. Terrible. I had one cheat meal, but I also worked out 6 times this week. I had one rest day and worked out every other day. So despite the cheat meal, I did my best to make up for it. And 3.4 pound drop is not terrible. I'll take that. All that's left to do is keep pushing, guys. Very close to those 440s now. Let's keep pushing and let's get wrecked.
After 16 weeks, I've now lost 82.6 pounds, and that's a weekly average loss of 5.1 pounds per week. So yeah, very, very close to losing 100 pounds. Just got to keep pushing, guys. And yeah, the body's looking much different from the before. Very happy with the way things are going. Looks like things are coming together really well. So yeah, nothing left to do but just to keep pushing, man. Hopefully gonna get that 100 pound loss very, very soon. So thanks for the support, everybody. Let's get right.